Good morning, guys. I feel like I need to start off every vlog with a bump shot, just showing you guys that I'm in fact still pregnant. I am at my doctor's office currently. I'm about to go in for my regular appointment, but I wanted to update you guys on my 2 appointments that I had yesterday. We did not film yesterday, and some interesting things happened that I'm going to be talking to my doctor about because I'm really curious. I first had my non-stress test, which went great. The lady was super nice. I love everyone who works at the hospital. I've not run into one person that has not been nice to me. She was so sweet and just was like, your baby looks beautiful. Afterward, I had a growth ultrasound, which I don't know why they're calling it a growth ultrasound, because these past 2 times they've only measured my fluid just to make sure I have like a good amount of fluid and sent me on my way. And that's what this one was as well. So I guess it's like a fluid check ultrasound. I don't know. So I went to that and she was checking my fluid. We were just talking, and then all of a sudden she just like stopped talking, and she was over the baby's like chest cavity. And I mean, all that I could see was the baby's heart and like her stomach, and she was over it for a few minutes and we weren't talking. We were just like sitting there. Like when I tell you she was over the chest cavity of my baby for a good 2 minutes, like that's not exaggerating at all. It felt like the longest 2 minutes ever. I was like, what is going on? Because normally that's just not really a thing. And she wasn't even like clicking anything. She wasn't even measuring anything. She was watching. But then she would take her heart rate, and then she would watch, and then she'd take her heart rate, and her heart rate was 110, and then 113, and then 112 or something like that. Like she just kept taking it, and it seemed pretty low. I don't know if that's, in my head I was like, oh, maybe that's why she's like monitoring it right now, because it seems low. They want to see the baby move on the ultrasound. She has not been moving very much within these past couple of days, so she wasn't moving, but I mean her heart was beating and she was fine, she just wasn't really moving. So she's like, have you felt her move? I was like, you know, not really. Then she was like, okay. She waited a few more minutes, like I'm telling you guys, minutes, that she's like looking over the baby's heart and chest, and she's like, well, I'm gonna go grab this little tool, this little like buzzy tool that is going to wake her up. I don't know why she needed to do that, or like I think it's just to get her to move, I don't know. So she was facing completely upward, like her arms and her legs were facing up, her face was facing up. She got this tool, she's like, it doesn't hurt them, it just is kind of loud and it wakes them up. I was like, okay. She like buzzed my stomach, and she completely did a 180 and flipped all the way down into my stomach. It was the weirdest feeling ever. It seemed like she got so scared, and I felt so bad, and the nurse was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like she was apologizing to me because I think she didn't know how I would react to that. She did that, and then baby's heart rate went up to like 150 after that, because I think she was so scared. And again, just over her heart, and she told me, she's like, well, I'm just waiting for her to do some practice breathing. And I was like, okay. She wasn't doing any practice breathing, so she turns off the ultrasound and she goes, did you say you have a non-stress test after this? I was like, no, I just came from it. And she's like, well, did they tell you the results of that? And I was like, no, they didn't tell me anything. Like I just left after it was over. She's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go take these to your doctor. And then she's like, your doctor is, and then names my doctor. I was like, yeah. And she's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go take these results over to her, and I'll be back as soon as I can. And I was like, what? I was so confused, because that has never happened before. It was the weirdest vibe the entire time. Like this ultrasound tech definitely like saw something. I don't know what, because she wasn't really communicating with me. I mean, she's not the doctor, so obviously she's not going to communicate with me. She was gone for about 10 minutes. I was able to call Ben and call my mom and tell them like what was going on, like that entire story. Then she comes back in the room and she's like, okay, you're good to go. I was like, oh, like was there a problem? And she's like, well, you know, just sometimes I like to go over the results with the doctor to make sure everything looks good. I was like, what? Okay. She didn't tell me anything else. That was literally the extent of the conversation. But I guess my doctor gave her the clear to let me go. For a minute there, I was convinced that they were going to send me in for some reason, or my doctor was going to come back and talk to me about something. I didn't know. Now today I'm here at my regular OB appointment, and I don't know if my doctor's going to talk to me about something that they saw in the ultrasound. I'm definitely going to bring it up and ask her like what she was concerned about or why she would act that way, and we'll see. She's also going to check me. This is my last doctor's appointment before I have this baby. It's bittersweet, but I'm definitely ready, so I'm going to go in now and I'll let you guys know what they say. Hi guys, I'm popping in really quick because I wanted to give you guys the update on my doctor's appointment. You guys will see here in just a second that I actually fell asleep after my doctor's appointment, so I didn't get to update you guys on what they said. I'll just go ahead and say it. She says I'm almost 3 centimeters dilated, which I was so shocked by. Like, when I have been 3 centimeters dilated, both times I've been in active labor with both of my kids. So the fact that I am like on the verge of 3 centimeters dilated and I'm not feeling anything right now is a little bizarre to me, because I was screaming in pain at 3 centimeters dilated with both of my kids. Like, I feel like my body is on the verge of going into labor at any second. So anyways, I went to my doctor's appointment. Like I said, she checked me. I'm almost a 3. I actually lost 1 pound from last week, which I know is normal towards the end of pregnancy. My blood pressure looked great. Her heart rate was 120 something. I did ask my doctor about the whole ultrasound situation and what happened, because she's like, your non-stress test, your ultrasound, they looked really good. I was like, I actually was gonna bring up the ultrasound, and I kind of explained the situation of how it was so weird and how the ultrasound tech was acting so weird. She's like, yeah, she brought the ultrasound over to me and it was because of her heart rate. Like I thought, because she kept measuring her heart rate and it was like 110 and then 113. She said they're really used to seeing babies with like a heart rate of 140, and she said that baby's heart rate, it is normal for babies to have a heart rate in the 1 teens. She says as long as it's in like the 1 teens to like whatever, I don't even know, it was fine. And she was just, the ultrasound tech was just concerned that her heart rate was kind of low, but she's fine, everything's fine. My doctor gave her the okay to send me home, and she said that she found no concern with it. She's like, I hope she didn't scare you. I was like, no, she didn't scare me, because like I had that non-stress test before that and I got the clear to leave, and then also I was like, you looked at my ultrasound and you gave me the clear to leave too. So I wasn't worried about it. I just didn't know what was going on, because I didn't have like anybody communicate with me what was going on. I'm glad that we cleared that up and I have like a better understanding of what actually happened. Like I said, it was just that her heart rate was pretty low during the ultrasound, and that was pretty much it. But that was my very last doctor's appointment before I have her. Some people don't actually know this, but I'm getting induced. I have so many comments that are like, baby's waiting to come for 2/22/22. I will have a baby by then. I am not making it to 2/22/22 unless they push back my induction. And if you guys go back, I have a whole video about why I'm getting induced, and you can go and watch that. We already know baby's birthday if she doesn't come before then, which we're hoping she's gonna come this weekend. And if you guys don't know, every time I've had a baby, which has been 2 times before this, I've had the baby on a very inconvenient day for Ben. Like when I had Ella, he was supposed to be taking his firefighting final that day, and he's like, do not go into labor this day. I need to take my firefighting final. Just hold off until then or have her before then. I ended up going into labor that day. And then for Avery, there was a really big Eagles game the day that she was born, and he's like, just don't have her on this day because there's a really big Eagles game. I ended up having her on that day. And then obviously you guys know that the Super Bowl is this weekend, so I'm convinced that I'm gonna go into labor on Sunday. That's when the Super Bowl is, and obviously we don't want to be in the hospital. He doesn't want to be in the hospital in the Super Bowl. I feel like that's when it's going to happen. So I think that that's funny. We keep making jokes about it, but I'm hoping that my body will naturally go into labor before I am induced. If my body doesn't naturally go into labor, I know that my body is ready, because I'm 3 centimeters dilated almost. I know that my body is ready to go into labor at any time. That's the update. I can't believe I'm not ever going back to the doctor ever again for a baby appointment, hopefully, because I don't know, I don't think I want any more kids after this. Like that's it, like it's over. I'm not doing that again. Like the next time I go and see my doctor is when I have this baby, and that's it. And then my 6-week postpartum update. So a little wild, but I'm definitely not sad about it. Like I said, came home, I fell asleep, and let's continue on with the vlog.
Alright guys, well, I have zero clue if we're vlogging today or not. Typically, Kate and I will talk about it, like, hey, are we vlogging? Because we're like on the same page, and then I can know like to pick up the camera and kind of give you guys updates on what we're doing. So I have zero clue, so this might not even make it in the video, but I saw that Katie had the camera in the truck, so I'm assuming that she recorded the doctor's appointment. Katie came home from her appointment and she was exhausted. Katie's car is done, and I was telling her all day pretty much that we need to come pick it up because it was ready this morning. But I didn't want to wake her up, so I was like, how can I do this? So what I'm going to do is, they close at 6. It's currently 5:15 right now. I'm about to pull into their parking lot. Yes, yes. Okay. But I'm going to pay for the car. I'm gonna pay for it so we can get the keys back. We're about to pull in, and yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna run in really quickly with the girls and purchase the car so we can get the keys back, and then either later on tonight or maybe tomorrow, whenever we need to, we can come pick up Katie's car. And then I'm gonna stop by the store really fast and get some stuff for dinner, and that'll be that.
I want to do a rainbow color with a unicorn.
Wait, what?
For Mama.
You want to draw a rainbow color with a unicorn? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're gonna go get Mommy's car. It's all fixed now. All right, guys, we're back in the car. Unsuccessful, actually. So it turns out. Oh, honey, why? Does anybody else when their kid drops something in the back of the car, they're just like, oh my goodness, I know I'm gonna have to get that, and it's gonna be miserable. Here you go. Don't drop it again. Oh, here she is. Hi, you okay?
You sure woken me up.
Why?
No.
What? What's wrong?
I didn't want to take a nap. I did not need to fall asleep.
Well, yeah, well, you just took like an hour and a half nap. Anyways, I'm here picking up your car.
With who?
Me and the girls. And I was just gonna get the keys, and then we could like figure out when we wanted to like come just grab your car, because we had the car keys for it.
Where are you?
I'm in the parking lot of the thing, but my car kept getting declined. And I think I figured out why. I think it's because we didn't activate those other accounts, because I used my card and I tried using the business card.
And it said no?
It said no. When's the last time you used your card?
Not recently.
Okay, well, we should probably activate these cards. Why don't I come home and then we can figure it out there?
Okay.
Okay, bye. All right, guys, well, we made it back home, and that was a very failed trip. I think we're just gonna try to figure it out tomorrow because it was getting way too close to dinner time. I'm back home, and I'm cooking dinner. Katie and I are just gonna be eating this because it's already 6:40, and the girls have already eaten. We made them just a quick little mac and cheese, so we are having country potatoes with broccoli, and then these are right here. Build it again, Abe. Anybody else that like cooks, like understands, but like when it gets towards the end, you like try to make sure that everything's finished around the same time, and I did a really good job at that this time, so I couldn't like move the camera around and like show you guys what I was doing. Anyways, but it's funny because I just brought the steaks in, and I was like, Ella, look at this. Doesn't this look amazing? And she goes, honestly, Dad, that doesn't look really yummy. So. Ella.
About the steak?
Yeah, she looked at the steak and she goes, honestly, Dad, this doesn't look really yummy. Because I was like, doesn't this look amazing?
It looks amazing.
You haven't even seen it. I'm going to surprise you. These look great.
Oh, you're going to surprise me? You don't want me to come over here?
Yeah, no, don't come over here. Here's the final product. Look at this.
Oh, is that for me?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Trying to fill you up.
When I said I wanted to gain weight, that's what I meant, for sure.
Hey, hey, if there's one meal to throw up, it's this one. That's what she said earlier.
Yes, if I want to throw up a meal while I'm in labor, it's gotta be this one.
AV, what are you eating? Say steak.
She got up here all by herself.
She's eating Mommy's steak.
Mm-hmm.
Is it yummy? Okay, honestly, I think it's the best steak I've cooked ever.
It's really good. Ella, come here. What'd you say?
I'm pregnant.
You're pregnant? Just like Mommy? Wow, I love that. What's in there?
Nothing. It's a baby.
Is it a baby boy or a baby girl?
Baby girl.
Oh, when are you having her?
And Christmas?
And oh wow, that's a long time from now. Yeah, look at the way she's standing. Well, I wish you the best of luck with your pregnant. Oh my goodness! You almost wiped a pregnant lady out.
I was out here covering the girl back up, and I cannot get Abby to come inside. She's just singing. Oh goodness. Oh, here we go. Okay, hey, don't be too loud. You can sing, but don't be too loud.
Okay, that was a delicious dinner. Thank you, Benji. Yeah. I didn't eat it all, but
I know, I'm about to smash
I'm so full. I have zero room left in me for anything other than a baby right now. I tried my best, but I took a nap today and I didn't mean to fall asleep, so I'm feeling those like post-nap like groggies. It's 7:30, which it's typically when we start getting the girls ready for bed. But tonight, what we're doing is we are going to clean up all of their toys and clean out all of their toys that are downstairs. Oh, those are cute sunglasses, because I feel like there's a lot of toys that go upstairs that are down here. I feel like there's a lot of toys with missing parts that might need to be thrown away. There's some toys that are broken, just some stuff that we need to, what?
Jamar Chase, the man he's in the Super Bowl, so he's not there, but.
I'm gonna have them help me. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna clean out and clean up all of your toys. Did you hear that, sisters? Okay, that is it for today's video, you guys. I might make a labor video. Let me know if you guys want me to do that. Like, if you want me to have a video ready to go that's like, if you're seeing this, I'm in labor or something like that, because I've never done that before. But if you guys want that, let me know. If I don't decide to make that, then the first place I'm announcing that I am in labor or that I've had the baby is going to be on Instagram. So make sure you're following me on Instagram if you want to be updated with everything that is going on. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to your channel. Follow us on all social medias down below, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye, guys.